The last rule, the last secret is to use listen and answer stories and learn how to think in English. See, the problem in schools, one of the many problems with English education, is that most students learn English through translation. Right? You learned English probably from a teacher who spoke your own language. So when you were studying English, you were always translating to your language from your language. When you studied vocabulary, you would memorize the meaning in your language, translation. You also learn lots and lots and lots and lots of grammar rules. And so that makes you think all the time about English. When you're supposed to be speaking, when you should be speaking easily without thinking, instead you're thinking about grammar, you're thinking about vocabulary, you're also feeling nervous. All of these things are happening, and that's why your speaking is not so great right now. But we've given you 6 rules already, and now I'm giving you number 7 to give you a totally new way to learn so that you can teach yourself again. Teach yourself English again, and in this way, by following all of these rules, you will learn to speak in a very easy, effortless way without thinking. You will learn to think in English so that the thought comes to you in English and then it comes out of your mouth in English. When someone speaks to you, you just know the meaning. You don't have to translate to your language and back again. And the most powerful way to do this is to use listen and answer stories. This is really the center part of our system, the most powerful part. It's essential. It's so, so, so important. So what are they? What is a listen and answer story? Well, this is a very, very special way of teaching English. So what happens is the teacher asks a story in a very special and specific way. And when the teacher uses this method and this technique, it trains you, it teaches you, and teaches your brain to begin thinking in English. It also teaches you to understand faster, 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 and faster, and to respond, to speak faster and faster and faster without translating, without thinking about anything. So how does that work? You probably noticed I said the teacher asks a story, not the teacher tells a story. So the important part of this technique and this method is the teacher will tell a funny, crazy story. And we make them funny and crazy because they're easier to remember. See, if we tell you a normal, boring story, you'll probably forget it. But if we tell you a story that's funny and crazy and strange, you'll remember the story. You will also remember the grammar and vocabulary in that story. That's why we make them funny and strange and crazy. The other thing we do is that we ask the story, meaning we create a story using lots and lots and lots of simple, easy questions. You see, if we just tell you a story, it's passive. You just sit there and you listen and you don't do anything. You're listening to the story. But if we ask you questions and questions and questions, you have to do something. Your brain has to understand the question and then answer it immediately, because we ask these questions fairly fast. Now the good news is they're very simple, easy questions. That's also important. You see, if we ask you difficult questions, again, you're going to stop and think. And that will teach you to understand more slowly and to speak more slowly. We don't want that. Instead, by using really, really easy, simple questions, we teach you to instantly understand. They're simple and easy, so you will understand them quickly. And then you don't have to think about the answer. It's so obvious, it's so easy that you can just say it immediately, very fast. That is so important because that trains you, it teaches you to respond instantly. This is how we're going to make your brain understand and use English faster and faster and faster and faster. And that's how you learn to start thinking in English. And you stop thinking in your own language. Instead, you think in English, you understand English instantly, and you speak it instantly. So what happens is the teacher just asks you a bunch of questions. You know, what was there? And you're like, I don't know. And we say, there was a boy. Ah, was there a boy? And you say, yes, there was a boy. You say, that's right, yes, there was a boy. Was there a boy or was there a girl? And you say, there was a boy. And we just continue telling this story. It becomes stranger and more difficult. But we just keep asking lots and lots and lots and lots of these questions. And your job is just to shout the answer. You use your body, you use your voice, you use a loud voice. You want to teach yourself to be confident and happy while speaking English. And that's it. And by asking lots and lots of questions, we start repeating the important grammar many, 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 many times. We repeat the important vocabulary many, 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 many times. You don't have to study anything. There's no lists for you to read. You just answer the simple questions. That's all. And you enjoy this funny, crazy story. I mean, they're fun. They're funny. It's not like studying something boring or terrible. It's a funny, entertaining story. And by doing this, constantly, we ask questions, you answer them, just shouting them out loud as you listen on your iPod or you listen on your computer. You train yourself to think in English, understand instantly, speak very quickly. It's so powerful. This is the most powerful part of our system. So, rule number 7, the most powerful rule, use, listen, and answer stories. Train yourself to think in English. And that is our last rule. Congratulations, you did it. You've finished our video course. So what's next? Well, you have 2 choices. Choice number 1. You can use all of the rules we have taught you, and you can create your own independent study plan. And this is powerful and effective. It means you have to go out there, maybe you have to find your own private teacher to create some listen and answer stories for you, and you have to find some of your own materials, but you can do it. You put them all together in your own independent learning plan using these 7 rules, and by doing this every single day, you will improve. I promise you, you're going to improve, and you're going to improve quickly. Choice number 2, you can buy our lessons today, our Learn Real English lessons. Now, our Learn Real English lessons use all of the 7 rules. We created these lessons because they're convenient. It's an easy and convenient way for you to use all of the 7 rules. You don't have to go find a teacher and tell them about these rules. You don't have to go and try to look for lots of different materials. Everything you need, we give you immediately. So if you're interested in that, and I recommend it highly, just go to our homepage, learnrealenglish.com, and then go to the bottom. You can read about it. You'll learn something about our lessons. And go to the bottom and click the big button that says Order Now or Buy Now. And you will immediately start. See, our lessons are digital, meaning after you buy them, you can download them to your computer right now. So you can get started today using all of these 7 rules and start improving your English right now. We look forward to having you as one of our students. When you become one of our students, when you get our lessons, you can join our social website and you can ask questions. You can meet other students from around the world. It's a fantastic group. Very positive group of people, very, very friendly, and they will support you. They'll answer your questions. They'll help you. If you're feeling discouraged, they will encourage you and give you lots of positive energy. So it's really a fantastic group. So I hope you join us today, get our lessons, go to our homepage, and I will see you again soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.